We have another Tom Macdonald video, and I'm very excited to make his fans very mad once again. All of you are easily triggered virtue signaling snowflakes. So on this video I did, this reaction, 33,000 views right here, all right? 9.4 thousand dislikes. Meanwhile, Tom Macdonald in a song in which he tries to be edgy and he tries to attack people, this song is supposed to make people mad. In this song, he only has 11,000 dislikes out of 3.3 million views. Tom Macdonald fans are such little crybabies. Holy crap, dude. It's simply a reaction. If you don't like it, move along. Like, calm down, dude. Stop being such a triggered snowflake. I get it. You're soft. But what I don't get is why you are picking on my little 300 subscriber channel when you could be picking on big people like Vosh, who also makes videos attacking Tom Macdonald. He doesn't even listen to the music. He goes through the lyrics and makes fun of them. He doesn't even have any musical critiques. He doesn't even listen to regular music. But you don't, like, 600 dislikes on this 80,000 view video. But me, you have to beat up on me? How about you guys? Go to Vosh's video. I'm leading you here. When you come to my video to dislike mine, I want you to go on Vosh's video. This guy right here, he's a socialist. He is Antifa. He is what you hate. I want you to leave a dislike and also leave a comment saying, Tom Macdonald is great. Joel Law sent me here. Please tell him that Joel Law sent you there. So I am sending you to Vosh. Tell him, Jola sent me here to dislike your video. Tom Macdonald, Hog Gang for life. Please do that for me. Our goal is to make sure Vosh's video attacking Tom Macdonald gets more dislikes than my video does, this video. Okay, so here is his formula. So he's going to talk about being canceled. He is very under attack. The world hates straight white males. Kids are encouraged by rap music to do drugs and pop pills, and rappers are not good role models. Cardi B, he's gonna bring up Cardi B or OnlyFans. These women or these sexualized figures, maybe Little Nas X, he got canceled by right wing media when he released his one song. He'll bring up Little Nas X, how these are terrible influences for our children. It's boomer rap, boomer rap. This is rap for 40-year-old, 30-year-old, 50-year-old white guys, white conservatives. These are the people that say, oh, I don't listen to regular hippity hop, but this is good. They might also listen to like NF, and I love NF, by the way, but NF is very big white energy. NF, Token, they usually listen to. Token hates Tom Macdonald, by the way. So if you're a Token fan, look up Token Tom Macdonald. He hates Tom Macdonald. Just so you know. I know they always say, oh, people from all backgrounds like Tom Macdonald. But dude, he only attacks the left. The only right-wing jab I ever heard him make was saying people should wear masks during COVID. Very controversial opinion. But he's going to talk about cancel culture. Like I said, white people, maybe Black Lives Matter. He might bring that up a little bit. Yeah, and that's usually what he does in a very basic, bland format. He's going to be like, everybody's so stupid. Punching left and punching down, probably. He might insult poor people, working class people, because he does that, because he believes in right-wing propaganda, and I will explain that. And then at the end of the song, after attacking everybody in a really dumb way, in a really uneducated way, he's going to be like, everybody's just got to come together, man. Let's all be friends. He's going to do that. And as he complains about all this stuff and says we got to come together, he is never going to, and I hate people like this, he is never going to talk about any solutions. All he's going to do is complain. The easiest thing in the world. It's so easy to point out what the problems are. Everybody can complain about things, but only a few can actually propose solutions to the problems we are facing. So I guess I'll give my little political analysis of this. Anything you disagree with, please DM me. We can have a conversation live on stream. I'm not afraid to talk to you. I know you want to cancel me because you disagree with me, and you would rather stay in your echo chamber, and Tom Macdonald fits that echo chamber, so you can just listen to his music and be happy without ever getting any opinions against yours. You can strawman all the left's positions, because in your mind, the left is nothing but a bunch of dumb SJW college students. You don't actually want to have a dialogue, and you don't want to have your beliefs tested. That's why you only listen to people like Tom Macdonald, like Officer Tatum, like Candace Owens, like Ben Shapiro, you watch Fox News. That's why you do it, because you don't want to talk to people like me who actually know what they're talking about, because I would run circles around what your current worldview is. And I hope we can have a dialogue, but I have been let down so far by you. And by the way, the identity politics that Tom Macdonald fans use is pretty insane. Like, they bring up No Life Shack all the time. Dude, you can bring up Candace Owens, who is a very far-right conservative. If you are factually wrong about something, it doesn't matter if you are black or white or whatever. If you are factually wrong, I still believe you are wrong. Identity politics isn't how I evaluate facts. If I say that Tom Macdonald said something incorrect about systemic racism, and you reply with, but this one black guy likes the music, you are being a big dum-dum. It doesn't matter what their reactions are to Tom Macdonald. My evaluation of Tom Macdonald's music is going to stay the same. But when it comes to reactors in general, and this market on YouTube, when they are reacting to somebody, their goal is to make the audience feel good. So if you are an Eminem fan, this verse by Eminem wasn't that good. I'll be honest, it was not that good. I'm a huge Eminem fan. He just talks fast, okay? That's all he did in that verse. That's why people are talking about it. It's cringy. I wish he would make good sounding music and not just technical music. But anyway, No Life Shack is supposed to make Eminem fans feel good, because if he makes the audience feel good, they might subscribe to No Life Shack. So literally every video on this channel is not Tom Macdonald, is No Life Shack saying the music he's reacting to is amazing, no matter what artist it is or what song it is. Do you really think No Life Shack hears every single song on the radio and freaks out like this? Hell no. He's putting on a show. The only time he reacts in a negative way towards any music is when the general public agrees that the music is bad. So if there is a terrible mumble rapper or something, and everybody agrees that that song is bad, then he will react negatively to that song. But that's the game, dude. Make the audience feel good. Because if anybody who's a reactor makes a song, not a song, if they make a reaction about a song from an artist and they don't like it, that artist's fans will unsubscribe from the reactor because they're a bunch of baby snowflakes like Tom Macdonald fans are. Anyway, let's get to the music.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save...
Okay, politicians do lie, true.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans.
Okay, so the abortion line, he has used that, I think, 3 times before. The immigration thing, if America's really racist, why do we encourage immigration? Actually, more diversity makes people less racist. The most, like, xenophobic communities in America are the 99% white ones. I live in one of those communities in rural America. So those communities being made more diverse can do good things, and also there can be some issues with integration. But just because our country isn't in the best place right now doesn't mean we shouldn't keep pushing to make things better and more accepting.
Just saying,
and on the gun control thing, I'm not for heavy gun control at all, so.
Contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans. Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures, and now they're everywhere to protect millennials' feelings. He, she, his, him, hers, them, they. Screw a pronoun.
Oh, there she is, Blair White. There she is, trans woman. By the way, she would want you to call her she, and apparently she doesn't like pronouns, although she is a trans woman. And by the way, imagine getting so mad. Somebody says to you, and gender dysphoria is a medical term. It's a real thing. But somebody says to you, hey, can you please call me a different pronoun? And you are so triggered. You get so mad. You want me to call you a different pronoun? You get so emotional. You break down. You begin crying because your preconceptions about the world are being shattered. You cry because somebody says, please call me she instead of he. Like, are you... Calm down, dude. Stop crying.
Here preaching at the protest that hatred's the problem, but hating straight men, white folks, and Christians is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less white. They preaching...
Dude, he wants to be a victim so bad. Holy crap, dude. Being a straight white man is so difficult in America. No, I don't believe every white person is a racist. Very few people actually believe that. You just hear a very small vocal minority and you believe the propaganda that's meant to divide us.
There's a race war here. Elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years.
There isn't a race war here. Stop buying into the media's division. Like, they want us fighting each other. Like Fox News, you turn on Fox News, they are gonna show you burning trucks and bombs in the streets of America. They're gonna tell you your country is being stolen from you because they want Americans to be afraid of each other so they can divide and conquer. The working class never comes together for a reason. It's all cultural issues. They're divided by cultural stuff like BLM, white lives matter, blue lives matter, all that stuff. They're divided by it. They always win on that front. And Tom MacDonald is playing into those divisions by talking about a race. Well, by the way, this background, I know he's independent, but come on, dude. Tom equal trash. What are you doing, dude? Come on. I try to find Tom MacDonald articles in which they're trying to cancel him. I can't. There are no articles or anything trying to cancel Tom MacDonald. They are making fun of him. They are saying his music is bad, but I see nothing trying to cancel him or like calling him a threat to society. It's a big circle jerk in which he's like talking about him being, I don't know, a truth teller, going to war with the internet. Going to war with who? It's an echo chamber. You have a victim complex. He openly called for Lil Nas X to be canceled when Lil Nas X put out that one Montero music video. So, I mean, I guess he's pro-cancel culture.
Every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. Every 4 years, soldiers died for this country, and every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans.
Dude, okay, this is the language of elites. Now, Tom MacDonald will talk all the time about being a white, straight Christian male who is under attack, but he never talks about actual, like, substance. So if he says there are bums in our country, that is elitist language that, like, Ronald Reagan helped really push. The idea of the welfare queen, the people at the bottom that are just, bottom feeders who don't want to work, who are lazy, dumb, they use this as an excuse to cut taxes for the wealthy and to cut welfare programs for the poor. So they tell the working class, all these poor people, all these immigrants are stealing from you, when in reality, the top 1% is taking from the working class. And right here, President Trump's extreme budget cuts. Thank God he did not get reelected because our veterans would be suffering. His budget cuts would have hurt veterans. And guess why he needed budget cuts? Because of his tax bill. Now, you can do a tax bill that gives money back to working class people. But Donald Trump, out of this $2.3 trillion, $2 trillion of those dollars went to the top 1%. Only 0.3 around there went to the bottom 99% of people. So Donald Trump cut taxes for the rich, while at the same time cutting Medicaid and the VA and welfare benefits. And he told the working class that they are being attacked by immigrants and the poor. So he attacks the immigrants and the poor. Tom MacDonald, or not Tom MacDonald, but yes, Tom MacDonald, and Donald Trump. Donald Trump attacked immigrants and the poor so he could pass a huge tax cut for the top 1%. This is actively hurting regular working class people. Black, white, working class, Hispanic, working class, Asian, working class, all of our working class people in our country were hurt by Donald Trump. But the white working class doesn't see that because they are very involved with Donald Trump culturally. They like where he stands on the cultural issues. The white working class from, often from rural America and the suburbs, they don't like Donald Trump's economics, but they don't care because he says, I don't like immigrants. He says, I don't like BLM. He says, I back the blue. He says, I support veterans, even though he wants to cut veteran benefits. So Donald Trump plays that cultural role for people. But what I'm asking you is to please focus your politics more around actual policy issues, less around cultural bullshit. Tom MacDonald, all the stuff he's going to talk about here is all cultural stuff. The past 4 years, he's been ranting about cultural issues. Oh, white people are under attack in America. How about the economic circumstances we are facing? How about you care about that for once? And you talk about bringing the entire working class together and starting a dialogue in which we can all connect, instead of Tom MacDonald's current method of using division for clicks, likes, views, and money.
Black folks and white folks divided by the news, but we are all the same. We are red, white, and
Bro,
blue.
you're helping them divide people.
Ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Because honestly, we are all ashamed of you too. Y'all are so fake.
When people criticize America, that doesn't mean they hate America. I mean, if you love something, you should want it to get better, right? And you can compare America to a third world country and say things are better here. Of course they are. But like LeBron James doesn't compare himself to a high school basketball player in the same way that America shouldn't compare itself to a third world country in, I don't know, somewhere else that doesn't have all the rights and privileges we do. You know, Saudi Arabia. We shouldn't compare ourselves to Saudi Arabia. We should be comparing ourselves to Europe. Why can Europe countries afford universal healthcare, but we can't? Why can Canada afford universal healthcare, but we can't? Why can't our people go to school? Why can't we get childcare here? Why are there less union jobs? Why don't we have that in America? That's what we should be looking at. We shouldn't compare ourselves to the lowest common denominator. We should be wanting to be better. We shouldn't be okay with just, okay. And we shouldn't lie to ourselves about where we are.
Oh no, the forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa, you can make us see it your way. No way, gasoline and propane, more flames. Oh no, no more snowflakes. They set us up to fail, that's what they built a system for. Put an ammunition shop across the street from a liquor store.
Okay.
Empowering women used to be different than this before. The role models got OnlyFans or dance on a stripper pole.
There it is, baby.
Screw it, I ain't tripping, I don't mean to be mean. But if our children
Hate women. Ugh.
than this before, the role models got OnlyFans or dance on a stripper pole. Screw it, I ain't tripping, I don't mean to be mean. But if our children are the future, then our future is bleak. They take an Adderall to focus, hit McDonald's to eat. They're addicted to phones and they take Xanax to sleep.
Dude, I said it. I predicted all of this. I knew he was gonna say the same exact thing because he says it in every song. But dude, he's talking about Adderall and Xanax. He was literally an alcoholic and an addict. He was an addict. The drinking culture in rural America is freaking terrible. The drinking culture everywhere leads to a lot of issues with alcoholism. Tom Macdonald was an alcoholic, and he's talking about, oh, these kids are never gonna be good because they pop in Percocet. Like, dude, you were doing the same stuff, buddy. I don't know why you have this moral superiority, but apparently they're so bad.
Then our future is bleak. They take an Adderall to focus, hit McDonald's to eat. They're addicted to phones and they take Xanax to sleep. They blur the lines dividing communism and democracy. In
What does that even mean? Communism equals when the government does bad stuff.
2021, we paint the Patriots as Nazis. The men playing women's
Patriots as Nazis? What, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, the literal Nazi that believes in like Jewish conspiracy theories?
They blur the lines dividing communism and democracy. In 2021, we paint the Patriots as Nazis. The men playing women's sports get trophies for winning. Like, great, let's celebrate a man for beating some women. If you're black, your life matters, you're supposed to embrace it. If you're rich or you're smart, then you're probably Asian. If you're gay, then you're brave. All of that I'm okay with. But if you're white, the stereotype is you are a racist. Blaming capitalism like that's the reason things are tough. While you tweet from an
So he's okay with stereotypes? I don't think any of them are okay, but okay.
phone and sip on a Starbucks. You're supporting what you stand
on a
against. You don't
Starbucks?
think you are, but a Percocet addict don't donate money to pharma. Damn dog, we're all afraid to speak the truth. And the
What do you think everybody's buying like, what does he... It's boomer rap. It's boomer rap. He has the understanding of like a 50-year-old boomer. He doesn't really care about listening to the younger generation. He's that stereotypical white rapper that comes in and he starts critiquing everything and acting like his shit don't stink.
The more afraid we get, the more we hate the ones who do. You're ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Because honestly, we are all ashamed of you too. Y'all no, stop it. Everybody's wrong, it's a real problem. They don't want to hear it, but they still talk it. Soon enough, we running out of options.
So corny.
This ain't gonna end till it's in the coffee. We ain't gonna be friends till we try to squash it. I don't know how we can make amends when we drop it. Snowflakes melt when it's hot, kid. Y'all are so fake.
Oh my god.
The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa.
All right, good for him. He's making his money. Make sure you DM me if you want to talk, guys.